The insiders behind the Libra coin, that rug pull token that came from the president of Argentina, the people behind that sent Dave Portnoy what was at one point over 15 or 20 million dollars worth of this token. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit about it in this video, in this breaking crypto news, as it seems like meme coins are more controversial than they've ever been. I've seen more people saying meme coins are ruining crypto. And throughout this video, I want you to think about it. And I want you to leave some comments down below on your thoughts on this story in particular that I'm going to share with you, and on meme coins right now in this overall crypto space. This is a crazy story I'm about to share with you about Dave Portnoy. He just did a space on X that I listened to and gave some more context to this Libra meme coin saga that apparently he was actually very much involved in, but seems to have actually gotten out of it with his hands clean, believe it or not. Yes, even though he basically admitted to being an insider, he has gotten out, in my opinion, with his hands clean on this one, which is really some kind of magic. Let's talk about it, guys. Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I'm Crypto Kip. Do me a favor, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel for more content, and let's get into this crazy story. So, where to start with this one? So you guys all know about the Libra coin. I did a video on it yesterday, and that's gone. It went to zero. But you know that the president of Argentina, tweeted about it and then deleted the tweet and then called everybody that was behind the launch rats. Well, let's go behind the story that Dave Portnoy just shared with the world. He had conversations with people that were involved with the launch. And in fact, individual came to his house, sat down with him and explained this and this coin and how it was going to do good for the country and all this. And it was supposed to be legit. And they explained to him, they were teeing him up as if this was real, just as everybody else that was in the public, you and me, thought, oh my gosh, the president of Argentina is launching a meme coin. Somebody came to his house, somebody behind the project, and explained it to him, what it was. The guy that explained it to him had a photo with the president of Argentina. This is Dave Portnoy. This is a millionaire. This is a famous man. This is a very popular internet sensation. And newly, he is a guy that likes to live in the trenches in the crypto space. And so they knew what they were doing when they approached him. They wanted him to, help them pump this thing. And he was unaware of that. It is what it seems like. So he explains, the reason I know this information is because he explained it. You should go listen to his Twitter space. It was like a 21-minute space where he admitted that he has wallets that the public can't see, which is fine. Everybody has the right to have a private wallet. And he's launched his own coins, and one of the coins that he launched was pumping earlier, right before his spaces. It was absolutely pumping. He admitted that he launched a coin, and it was just a fun one, and it wasn't like some big public thing. It wasn't his official coin, but it's the first coin that he officially announced that he had publicly launched. Well, he did it privately, but then he announced it publicly that he was the one who had, in fact, launched it. Anyway, he tells this whole story of how these insiders came to his house, and then after the guy left, he had no idea what he was just told, and so he had to, talk to that guy further to, figure out what's going on with this coin. And then after it was all said and done, he was excited for the launch, and he knew about the launch. Now, there's a big controversy going on right now with, Thread Guy, where it's insiders, and Frank, and breaking news as well. If you don't know who Frank from DGods is, well, he's a big Solana trader. He had a public wallet, and I had just started to follow it just to kind of see what he's doing to be so successful. It is now private after this whole crazy Libra thing. He now has officially privated his wallet, and he's going to be anonymous with his transactions again, which is to some people a really good thing, and to some people a really bad thing. The interesting thing is for Frank, if he's got such big sway, when he buys and people see that he buys, that's an instant pump on a coin a lot of the time, because people follow copy trade. And if he's got a public wallet and then people know that he's got a public wallet and he buys, then people might come in buying after him, and then he could basically get out with profit right away if he wanted to. That seems to typically not be how he was playing that game. It seemed like he was playing it the right way, but it could have been an advantage for him. So it's going to be interesting to hear, but we won't be able to see now how successful he is. Anyway, Dave Portnoy has been under a similar type of scrutiny because his wallet is public. And, you know, if he buys things, people want to go into that. And so he's been trying to give disclaimers like, oh, I just bought this and, you know, it could go to zero. And so he's trying to do that. But now this team came to him and they wanted to talk to him about this new Argentina meme. He was all excited about it. It seemed legit. They had convinced him. They sat down with him for 2 hours to explain it. They followed up with him. They really taught him the ins and outs of everything, apparently what was going on. And then the thing launched. And he bought some tokens on his own, keeping in mind, you know, he's essentially, quote unquote, an insider, and that's his own words. And he you know, he's doing it because it's a weird word for this specific situation because he was aware that the launch was happening, yes. And this is his story. But honestly, if you listen to the space, I do believe Dave Portnoy, whether he's right or wrong. And again, I want you guys to tell me what you think. If you think he's right or wrong, because I'm just giving, you know, my understanding of the story, my opinion. I got no horse in this race, if you will. I'm just reporting the news. But the coin launches. He buys some on his private wallet. It's not on his public wallet, which is totally fine in my opinion. He doesn't tweet about it at all, and then all of a sudden, and the space he announces, and then they sent him 6 million tokens, and he doesn't know exactly what it was, and it was on his private wallet, so we don't know exactly how many tokens he was sent, but he was sent a lot of money because the token went to like $5 in price, and if he was sent 6 million tokens, well, then he was sent like on like $30 million. So at one point it was like 5 million because it started at like $1, and then it went to like 30 million. And when he got sent these tokens, he was gonna tweet about it, but then they told him that he couldn't. They said, like, no, you can't because then you're announcing that you're an insider. He's like, well, if I can't announce that I'm going to be, you know, I'm getting these tokens and that you're giving me these tokens, then I can't be a part of it because if you're telling me to hide it, that's like scammy, scummy, secretive. You know, his whole reputation was on the line in his mind because here on one hand, you know, yes, he had an advantage and you know, you could argue that that's bad or whatever, indifferent, that he knew the coin was launching and he got in early with his own bags, which that happens, guys. That happens for sure. There's got to be, I mean, there's always going to be people that know about the coins first. Like Trump coin, do you think that people didn't know that, you know, the president was going to launch it? Of course people knew and they got in right away or at the beginning. Like, of course, there's always going to be that situation with these coins. It's never going to be perfect. So that's one thing. But the other thing is them sending him the supply of the token. And so, like, that gets him very much involved. Because then if he gets sent the supply of the token, he easily could have been involved in the huge dump of the insiders. But he wasn't. Because when he got that money, before he even tweeted about the coin, which he's lucky, he is so lucky that he didn't. Because he would have really, his reputation would have been, especially in the crypto space, would have been ruined. And he would have been all over the headlines. And he's probably still going to be all over the headlines because this is a crazy story. That those 6 million tokens that he got, when they told him he couldn't say anything about it, he sent them back. He sent them back. He didn't cash them out. He sent them back. And to that, if I didn't have this iPhone in my hand recording this video right now, I would applaud. Because I just like, good for him. Good for him. That is what you have to do. That is your only option, is to get those tokens out of your wallet. I didn't ask for these tokens. I didn't want these tokens. He didn't ask for the tokens. It's okay if you get tokens, if you're a part of a launch or you're behind it, and he was cool with that, but only if he could publicly announce that he was getting the tokens. But they didn't want him to do that because the people really behind the project were rug pull scammers, apparently. Maybe it's the president, maybe it's this other Aiden guy, we don't know who it is. He's defending the guy that was teeing him up for this failure, which is crazy. That doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, Dave Portnoy was an insider, and he didn't even know it. I think that's the story. He was an insider, and he didn't even know it. They sent him millions of dollars, and he gave it back. And then he's telling the story now that it's all said and done, which is the right thing to do. Like, most people would just hide under the curtain and I just hide with this. And I think most people would just hide with this. And good on him, where he didn't. He came out and he told the story. And he also announced that he had launched, a meme, which is, I can't say it, it's inappropriate, but go check his X and wow. So Frank from DGuys' wallet is now private. Dave Portnoy was an insider, kind of, to the Libra coin. He doesn't understand what happened. He couldn't even figure out how to get somebody into a space. He doesn't know what he's doing, like an old man. It's hilarious. It's crazy. It's crypto. Is this ruining the crypto space? I think it's entertaining as ever. And you got to understand that, you are rolling the dice when you're playing with meme coins, guys, and you just got to know it. I like trading more. If you want to trade with us, it's less risky than some of this meme coin mania that's going on, I think. You could sign up. You get up to a $5,000 deposit bonus when you sign up for Blowfin using the link down below. 15% discount on trading fees for life. I'm doing some trading right now. There's actually some dips, so I'm going to look to pick some up. But I want to give you guys the story. I thought it was crazy. I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was funny. I thought it was sad. I mean, I'm not shocked. I guess I'm just entertained. I lost a little bit on the Libra coin, so I could sit here and be salty, and I think there's a lot of people that are salty right now, but, just take the news as it's delivered, and if anything, Bitcoin's king, guys, okay? And high utility altcoins, larger cap plays, we're going to come back to that. That's where it needs to come back to, and we need to get out of this trench mindset. I think the crypto trenches are going to be here forever, but maybe you don't need to go to them, Does this ruin crypto? Let me know in the comments down below. That's all I got. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel, DCA Hodl. See you in the next one, y'all. Peace.